students, but after 2 years of online learning, some schools admit there were some hiccups in today's opening of classes. Heavy rains from Tropical Storm Florita also challenged school openings in some areas. The Social Welfare Department will be tweaking their guidelines for the distribution of educational cash assistance after the chaotic payout over the weekend. And in sports, the TNT Tropang Giga drew first blood after a clutch win against the San Miguel Beermen in Game 1 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals. Focused and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Other schools across the country also welcome back students after 2 years of blended learning. Over at the Bacood Elementary School in Santa Mesa, Manila, parents are no longer allowed to accompany their children inside the school. This is in order to limit the number of people within the premises and to ensure physical distancing. Manila Mayor Honey Lacuna said safety officers have been deployed to different schools to monitor compliance to health protocols. COVID-19 measures are also in place at the Commonwealth Elementary School in Quezon City. Students exhibiting COVID-19 symptoms will not be allowed to go to class. Instead, they will be required to stay in an isolation room until their parents come to bring them home. Still in Quezon City, traffic officials inspected vehicles that are going to schools. The Land Transportation Office said they did not issue violation tickets since the inspections are just part of their road safety campaign. However, not all schools had a pleasant start to the school year. In Hagonoy, Bulacan, students, teachers, and personnel of Ramona Estrellana High School were welcomed by leg-deep flood. Local authorities said a high tide caused the flooding. And in Caloocan City, the Bagong Silang Elementary School had a problem with implementing class shifts. The school said it did not anticipate the flow of students from the morning and afternoon shifts. A school designated a specific gate entrance for each shift, but as it turns out, one of the gates needed repairs and could not be used. And in Ilocos Sur, damaged facilities in quake-hit areas greeted students. Some schools decided to create makeshift classrooms in order to push through with the first day of classes. Meanwhile, preschool classes were suspended on the first day across the province due to Tropical Storm Florita. And aside from logistical challenges, some teachers also raised concerns on learning loss among their students on the first day of classes. Marian Enriquez with the report.
Head. Mother. Sister. Canteen. Canteen.
On the first day of classes at the Hermosa Elementary School in Bataan, Teacher Bev started giving assessment tests to her grade 2 students. This is to identify the degree of learning loss over the past 2 years of blended learning.
Kita mo naman parang lost talaga sila, 'di ba? Alam mo yung lost, parang hindi nila alam ang gagawin, talagang nanibago talaga sila. Kaya nakakalang magulang. Pero hindi ko masisisi yung ibang magulang dahil nagwo-work din naman sila. So hindi rin talaga nila naasikaso.
Teacher Bev said students may be having difficulties with 2 years of learning done online.
Kung hindi nagkaroon ng pandemic, marami ng bata ang nakakabasa.
This is the same scenario in Teacher Jennifer's grade 4 class. Although most of her students already know how to read and write numbers, they are having a hard time comprehending and solving math problems.
Dapat sa grade 4, madali na para sa kanilang ma-identify kung ano ang hinahanap sa problem. What is asked, the given, the facts, at operation. Nakita natin kanina na talagang medyo nako-confused ang bata.
Teachers are now looking at peer tutoring and remedial classes to address the learning gap. According to a World Bank report, the Philippines ranks at the bottom among 10 countries in Asia after recording 90.9% learning poverty among school children. In her speech during the National School Opening Program in Bataan, Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte admitted that there has been a learning loss. But she emphasized that there are steps already being undertaken.
DepEd's special programs will be complemented by interventions from many organizations and education partners that wish to help our school children recover from their learning loss.
VP Sara said COVID-19 should no longer be used as an excuse to keep children from face-to-face learning. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Tropical storm Florita maintains its strength while moving westward over the Philippine Sea east of Aurora Province. The tropical storm was last spotted by Pagasa some 155 kilometers east of Casiguran in Aurora. It is packing wind speeds of up to 90 kilometers per hour. Storm signal number 2 is now raised in more areas including Cagayan, Isabela, Apayao, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Ifugao, and some parts of Aurora. Veteran point guard Jason Castro treated fans to another clutch moment as TNT takes Game 1 of the PBA Finals. Marty Bautista with the story.
Castro has it. Jason for the win. That's good!
The TNT Tropang Giga escaped the San Miguel Beermen in Game 1 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals 86-84 on Sunday night. Jason Castro knocked down a long two with just under 2 seconds left for the win, leaving more than 8,000 fans inside the Big Dome stunned. The game winner came 2 weeks after Castro hit another jumper to beat Magnolia in Game 3 of the semifinals.
Tinira ko lang pumasok. Maganda rin yung design ng play V ni Coach para sa amin ni Pugoy yun. Napasakto lang na wide open ako.
Roger Pugoy and Mikey Williams led Tropang Giga's offense with 26 and 21 points, mostly from TNT's rally in the third quarter to come back from a halftime deficit. Castro poured in 15 points. Meanwhile, Junmar Fajardo spearheaded the Beermen with 24 points and 16 rebounds. He said these types of plays are something to expect from a veteran TNT squad.
Expected na magiging dogfight yung series na to, finals na. So ready naman kami doon. Yung kabila din for sure nag-workout din yung mga yan. So magbuhos-danan talaga sa kung sino yung gusto manalo.
Utah Jazz guard and Gilas naturalized player Jordan Clarkson also enjoyed the PBA action, watching from the courtside. The PBA Finals continues on Wednesday, August 24, as TNT looks to sustain the momentum while San Miguel tries to put the tough loss behind. Watch the game live on TV5 and One Sports at 5:45 p.m. For News 5, Marty Bautista. We are One News.
In volleyball, setter Gia de Guzman and head coach Sherwin Meneses have both been cleared to suit up for the Philippines in the AVC Cup. De Guzman and Meneses missed the game versus Vietnam for health reasons. The two will be making their debut in the game against defending champions China on Tuesday, where Team Philippines will try to bounce back from their straight-set loss to Vietnam. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Budget Department has submitted to Congress the proposed 5.3 trillion peso budget for 2023. House Speaker Martin Romualdez said they are looking to finish budget deliberations before October. The Social Welfare Department will release its final guidelines on the distribution of the educational assistance by the middle of this week. This comes after the chaos in the dole-out last Saturday in DSWD field offices. And oil firms are set to implement a price hike in petroleum products starting Tuesday, ending a series of rollbacks. Prices of kerosene and diesel will be going up by over 2.5 pesos per liter, while a 70 centavo increase is expected for gasoline. And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.